With a new stadium rising just to the west of us, for now we're back for football in the familiar setting of Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the New York Jets and the Buffalo Bills. Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico, along with Greg Olson. And off we go from Orchard Park. On the return, it's Keaton Mitchell. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line.
Okay, ready?
A run with the former Buckeye, Quinshawn Judkins. Running room hard to come by as he'll get ahead for a yard. Devon Hollins up to make the tackle.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Shotgun snap for Wolf. That ball incomplete. Got the hands in there to break it up. Could have been a big gainer. Instead, it sets up a third down. Out of the gun, Ward. That's to the left side where he's got Kincaid. And he's going to be out of bounds right around midfield. A 19-yard pickup there. And the Jets have a first down. They run straight ahead with Judkins. Room to run at the 35. And they'll finally run him down, but not before he takes it inside the 15. Big gain for the Jets there. 36 yards.
I've always gone by the philosophy, Mike, that the pass sets up the run. And in these last two plays, that's exactly what happened. You hit them with the big pass, they adjust. You soften them up a little bit, you take advantage for the big gain on the ground.
He'll be taken down. We have a chance for the first points of this game as they've set up first and goal. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Touchdown number 9 for the year. Exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg. Able to find the end zone on the game's first possession.
And, Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. They wanted to come out early in this game and establish an early rhythm, and that's exactly what they did with that touchdown drive.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. Here comes a return from the 3. And that's well done by the kicking team. He's only able to make it past the 15-yard line. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10.
Here we go. Grab your line.
Here's a first carry for their running back, and he's going to have this one up near the 28. They get 11 and quickly pick up the first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
Back to the ground, he'll get it again. He plunges forward for a couple of yards. Byron Murphy there on the stop. We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8.
Hey, Silver.
A shotgun snap now to Hurts. That is caught. Finding Higgins. And he will dive into the end zone. 70 yards. Touchdown, Buffalo. 3rd down. My focus, Greg, was on picking up the first down. Forget that. They go down the field and in the end zone for a touchdown.
Yeah, I don't think it was just your focus, Mike. I think in this case, it was the defense's focus. They're so worried about where that first down marker was that they allowed them to get that ball up and over the top for the deep strike touchdown.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off.
The Jets take over first down zone at their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Ready?
Drive starts with a run by Judkins. And he'll have a Jets first down as he's up to the 45-yard line.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
Give them 14 on that one. Good for a Jets first down. From the gun, here's Ward. His pass taken in by Shaheed. Out of bounds, but in business. They mark him down near the 2. A big play for the Jets. 39 yards.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
And he will take it in himself. Cam Ward. Touchdown, New York. It's his 4th rushing touchdown of the year. Here's Bates for the extra point. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. He'll start at the 2. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Gravel start on the ground. He'll push forward for about a yard. And he's Stutzman there for the stop.
Brings up second and 1 at the 29-yard line.
They'll stick with him again. And the D closes quickly. He's stopped after a gain of a yard. Brian Branch in on the tackle. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? From the shotgun, it's Hurts. Throw to the right side. It is caught. And he's going to get awfully close to the first down marker, but appears just to be a few inches short.
The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the first down line to gain to try to extend this drive? And the reality is, because they've already decided they're going to go for it on 4th down.
On 4th down, the Bills send out the veteran Sam Martin to punt. Rashid Shaheed back to return this one. This one fielded out beyond the 25. Oh, he tries to lateral, but now the ball is free.
You know, it's so hard to say what goes wrong in these bad snaps, but, you know, sometimes it's mechanics, sometimes it's concentration, sometimes, frankly, it's just bad luck and things go sideways, but he puts a little bit too much juice on it, ends up out of the punter's reach, and now they're heading back to the sideline, though, and they just put their defense in a really bad spot.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
63.
To throw on 2nd down is Hurts. That one incomplete. Good job, textbook there, separating the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game. Like, we just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's 4th down.
As a play caller, those are the plays that just drive you crazy, Mike. You think you're going to pick up the 1st down, you get tackled just shy of the sticks, and now a little bit of a gamble here on 4th down.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down.
Hey, Silver.
And that's incomplete. They couldn't connect. And that's how this 1st quarter will come to an end. Quarter number 2, as they are set to start the drive with 1st and 10.
Ready, set. Come on, set.
Looking to throw, it's Ward. Oh, he gets a good read defensively and intercepts it. Picked off by Jalen Watson.
I know it doesn't seem like a ton of yards on top of that pick, but that was really well done. I mean, it's just going to make life so much easier now as the offense takes the field, trying to capitalize off of that turnover.
Trimmer.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And he'll get forward for a couple. Upton Stout in for that tackle. Now Jalen Hurts on 2nd down. Open man, his tight end, Tyler Warren. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
The Bills going to use the first of their timeouts to talk things over before 3rd down. Hurts. Open man He had their lone touchdown of the game earlier, and he comes through with the catch and a first down in this spot.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if
that one intercepted. He gets free. Nothing better than a big man touchdown. The defensive lineman comes up with a pick six. Celebration time for the guys up front.
Yeah, Mike, and you can always see which guys have a little running back in their pass, because this big guy, when he got his hands on the ball, he was not being stopped until he found himself in the end zone.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 2. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. That's Greg Newsome in to make the stop.
So his team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
On play action, here's Hurts. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose, and it's going to force 3rd down.
6 yards to go.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
On 3rd down, it's Hurts. Downfield, got him, and he's got it. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
10 at the 49-yard line.
They get 21 on that one. Good for a Bills 1st down. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Forced to his right, and he's not able to get away. He does manage to get back to the original line of scrimmage, and that'll set up 2nd down.
It's so easy to underestimate the speed of this quarterback until you get on the field. They break down your pursuit angle so quickly because of that speed, so give credit to the defense. They understand it's a collective effort to contain this guy, and this time, defense wins and brings him down for a sack.
They converge on him quickly. They'll only get a couple. Danny Stutzman there for the stop.
49-yard line. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 8.
3rd, they need 8.
Hey, let's go. Trimmer.
Now, Hurts. A loose football. The Jets have got it. And he fumbles his way into the end zone. The fumble recovery. And a great return for the touchdown. Bates now for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Jets add on one more as they extend their 2nd quarter lead. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. And that'll go out of bounds. A great effort. They wanted to pin them, a directional kick, cover it, but instead the ball goes out of bounds, so it backfires, and they'll take over at the 40-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Great. 180, 180. Delta, set. Alpha. There. Delta.
Hurts now. This is caught down that right sideline. And he'll be forced out of bounds. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
180, 180. Hey. 73. Hey. Delta.
Now Hurts. That's to the sideline and intercepted. Picked off by Dax Hill. And the Jets force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27-yard line.
And these are the throws that are really holding the offense back right now, Mike. He just has to make better decisions because you're not going to win many games when you turn the ball over at this rate.
Ready? Cougar 19, 60 Maverick.
Now, first down throw for Ward. He'll get this out wide to Mitchell. And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. Big gain for the Jets there. 35 yards. The middle goes Judkins here. He's got space inside the 25. And he's in. Touchdown, New York. 2 touchdowns for him now in the afternoon. Here's Bates for the extra point. He's got it. And the Jets tack on one more to their lead. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. This fielded at about the 9. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. They'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. He'll get him behind his blockers, get forward for a pickup of 3. James Pierce in on the tackle. 2nd down, they need 7. To throw is Hurts. This one complete right side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but up past the 35. A gain of 11 on that one. 1st down, Buffalo.
And this is why most teams, Mike, decide to take the ball first after the halftime break because they want to be able to control this middle 4. At the end of the first half, you can use your timeouts. You can use some strategy to steal an extra possession. If they're able now to go down and come away with points, they'll have a chance to double it up again right after the halftime break. Well, has been the case this entire first half. It's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Here's Hurts. And for the third time in this first half, he's been intercepted. Picked off by Michael Walker. On first down, it's Ward. A short throw caught by Kincaid. And he will get into the end zone. Dalton Kincaid. Touchdown, Jets.
Like we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. On the return, Malik Washington. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there.
First and 10. They're on 24-yard line.
No touch, sir. No touch.
Now a bootleg here. Oh, he's hit behind the line, and the ball was out. And it will be another turnover as this defense does it again. On first down, Ward. Pass complete right side to Kincaid. And he's in. Dalton Kincaid. Touchdown, New York. That is second touchdown of the game. He's up to 9 now on the year. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer. Because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
Shotgun snap for Wolf. That's in the end zone and intercepted. That's the linebacker, Devin Roy.
That decision to go for 2 was made up from the very beginning. The moment they scored, you could see the head coach. He's signaling, we're going for 2. The touchdown was obviously a disappointing outcome defensively, but to able to get that stop, they can at least come off the field and catch their breath.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. He fields it at the 8. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
They do try to run it out as they start on the ground. Ooh, some hitting going on now. He was rocked right at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play.
Now the Jets going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
No touch, sir. On anyone, huh? No touch.
They'll keep it on the ground here again. Once again, this defense up to the task. They stop it for no gain yet again. And now it's 3rd down.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage of the game.
One more time. They'll keep it on the ground. They get 15 on that game. Good for a Bills first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
So, one half in the books. Second half coming up. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. Washington now to return it. Good job in coverage. They're gonna get him down short of the 20-yard line.
Getting kind of crazy.
Their own 18-yard line.
Go, take it to the house. Hey, easy, 63, 63, guys. Great, set. 180, 180. No touch.
The third quarter begins with a run. And that one shut down pretty quickly. They'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
When you look throughout this game, Mike, I don't think there's even debate. This defensive line has clearly won the battle at the line of scrimmage over this offensive line. And for an offense that wants the run game to be such a critical element to its plan, they've got to do a better job because there's nowhere to run. There's no holes for the back to find. And all these zero or negative runs are putting them in some really bad spots.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Got to get it to the 28. But now it's third down.
Hey, let's go. Trim it.
A shotgun snap now to Hurts. And this ball incomplete on third down.
So here in the second half, it's obvious the